The man needs to...
Suki the movie has clearly not ended and deserves a part 2 because the main character Suki is still not free despite getting revenge for the main killer of his father, Sledgeman. But what happens to the other killers? And will Simi be able to indeed get a good lawyer to free Suki from prison? Suki the movie tells a story of how a young man Suki finds himself as a victim of injustice and vows to seek revenge. The movie starts in a boxing ring. Suki's father Adigun is a very skilled boxer, one who is so skilled that he had so many trainees. But the irony was that with so much skill and so many trainees, Adigun never wins a fight. Suki, who holds his father in high esteem and sees him as the strongest man alive, he always loves to watch his father train others and sees his father as his role model. He also takes his time to train himself when everybody has left, especially in the evenings. One of such evenings, as Suki was training, he hears a loud shout from his father. His father has a nightmare. As a devout Muslim, he gets down to pray with his son. That wasn't just it. The nightmares continued and persisted. His dad was getting more and more scared. Suki, confused and wondering what is going on, decides to confront his father. Daddy, why do you have constant nightmares? Is this a sign that there is something bad going to happen? His father tells him no and quickly brushes it off. But on second thought, Adigun is very much afraid and reassures his son that he is also scared but nothing will happen to them. Suki gathers momentum and shouts, yes, nothing will happen. If they try it, they will receive punches left, right. His father says, okay, then gives him his pocket money and tells him to go to school. Adigun goes as usual to his boxing ring, and in the course of it, Suki escapes from school to go and watch his father fight. Confident that his father is the strongest, he watches his father with excitement. But no, that fades. That excitement washes off Suki's face. How? How did his father not win this fight? His father is way stronger than his opponent. So how did he lose this fight? Suki watched on the next day as he left school again to see his father fight. And again, his father lost the fight. Suki was so suspicious that his father is stronger than all his opponents. So why does he keep losing fights? He then decides to follow his father. Yes, that is it. Suki spots his father receiving money from some people. So his father has been losing the fight on purpose. Suki is angry and disappointed, so he confronts his father. Bami, why are you losing all your fights on purpose? His father asks him to shut up. What do you know? Ain't you supposed to be in school? Suki is sad, but continues to insist. Babami, I love to watch you fight. You're my role model. Adigun reassures his son that whatever he's doing it just so he could pay his school fees. Suki will not have that excuse. No, you encourage me to always do what is right. Adigun then still reassures his son Suki and tells him, one day you're going to understand. The next fight, Suki again runs from school to watch his father fight as usual. And as usual, his father is getting beaten over and over again. Adigun spots Suki in the crowd and realizes that this might be his one chance to make his son proud. He doesn't want to disappoint his son. So Adigun picks himself up, one punch and the next, and bam, the opponent is on the floor. Suki is excited. His father has won the fight. The boxer wasn't strong at all. On their way home, Suki could not stop praising his dad. That punch he gave that man, he was so weak. Suddenly, a number of men come from the bush. One of them gets hold of Adigun as the leader of the gang, approaches Suki and tells him, this is your father, right? Your father does not keep his word. And people who don't keep their word are very dangerous people. Suki then tries to challenge him as his father begs to explain why he did what he did. But before Suki could know it, Sledger, the leader of the gang called Adigun, stabs Suki's dad in the neck. Suki is miserable as he watches his dad in the pool of his blood. That night, Suki is angry and decides to seek revenge on his father's killers. A lawyer, however, promises to get the gang to pay legally for their crimes. But Suki will not have it. He tells the lawyer that he will kill them with his bare hands. Indeed, the things we say are very powerful, as these words come to play in full flesh later in the movie. If you've watched to this point, kindly subscribe to this channel and please watch other videos on this platform. I have other videos that are quite not related to movies. You would definitely enjoy them. And as you watch other videos, do comment on the other videos that you are coming from the movie review or the movie recap of Suki. 12 years down the line, Suki is old and lives with the lawyer and his pregnant wife. The lawyer is bent on keeping his promise to Suki. He would bring down the Adigun group. However, he is this close to bringing the group down. He makes a public announcement on TV, and this frustrates and infuriates the Adigun group. They decide to pay him a visit. That night, Suki has a terrible nightmare of his father. He goes out to the hall only to find the lawyer and his wife murdered in cold blood. The second time in the movie that a terrible dream is coming to pass. Suki, still wondering what could have happened to the lawyer and his wife, finds the killer of his father standing there with the weapon he murdered the lawyer and his wife with. The man is surprised to see Suki and remembers him as the son of Adigun. Hey, the son of Adigun is still alive. He orders his group to beat Suki up and leave Suki by the dead bodies. Suki wakes up the next day to see the police and is framed for murder. He is taken to prison and then his whole life changes. Suki is taken to the Aja prison, the one prison where your destiny is locked up forever. It is very hard to come out of this prison very much alive. In this prison is the marshal of the prison. This marshal works with top politicians for his selfish gains and theirs too. The turn of events in that prison makes Suki realize that he only has to be very strong and tough to survive in that prison. In the Aja prison, Suki discovers a very beautiful doctor, Simi, who is definitely not pleased at all with all that is happening in that prison and desperately wants to leave the prison. Interestingly, the turn of events in this movie at the end of it shows clearly that this movie has not ended. Simi is able to escape from the prison. But what happens to Suki? Suki has been able to avenge his dad's death. He only killed the main killer of his father. But what happens to the others? Again, how is Suki going to escape from this prison? And will the things happening in that prison continue to happen under Suki's watch, especially as he's not in any way pleased with all that is happening? There is a new management. How are things going to pan out in the prison for Suki and his coach? Will his coach also turn out to be like the marshal and turn out to be a pleaser of politicians, or he's going to change the game around in that prison? Part 2 of the movie Suki is going to review how Suki channels his energy from finding revenge to transforming the lives of people in the Aja prison. In part 1, we clearly find out that Simi and Suki have a chemistry. Will that chemistry be explored in part 2 of Suki the movie? One actor that stole the show for me in the movie Suki was the main character, Suki, character played by Damilare. This is my first time seeing him play any role in any movie, and damn, this guy ate the role. James was just exceptional. I found him embodying his role like nobody's business. And yes, I discovered that he is a model. Gosh, this guy is good. From the way he took his character so seriously, to his training, to the fight, he brought everything to life and made the character Suki so real. Again, there was Tobi Bakre also doing his thing, Olarotimi Fakunle, Bimbo Ademoye, who was the doctor Simi, Femi Adebayo, Ibrahim Yekini, and Boma Akpore, amongst many other amazing actors. And it was surprising to know that the producer of this movie, Suki, is the same producer of the movie Breath of Life. I was not surprised when I found this out. Suki the movie brought a different narrative to the Yoruba storyline, and this is one that you must watch. Tell me what you think about the movie Suki. Have you seen it? Would you like to see a sequel? And kindly tell me your expectations for the part 2 of Suki the movie in the comment section. If you've watched it this far, I don't take it for granted. Do drop a comment and I definitely will pin the most interesting comments. Tell me what your best highlights were in the movie Suki and what you really think about the movie. Catch you in the next and see ya. The name still remains Mami Abnapukia. Kindly like, share, and please watch other videos on this platform. Kindly subscribe to this platform and see you in the next. See ya.